Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the second match of our slate today. We've got Trinity versus Rhodes again in the men this time. I'm Chris Hockman, with me is Scott Lebo. We're still recovering from that phenomenal women's game. We've got the two schools up again. A bit different, the implications in this one, but there's still stuff on the line in this one. So we'll see how this one goes. What are you feeling about this one, Scott?
Yeah, I think, just like many games we've seen Trinity play in this year, it's an important one. You got to show up and, like you said, there's implications for playoffs in terms of clinching things and looking towards standings and rankings going into playoffs. There's always a lot on the line. And you're number 6 team, every game matters in terms of where your seeding is. I think the biggest thing of note for me, though, is that I like the Rhodes men's jerseys more than I like the Rhodes women's jerseys. I like those red stripes.
You like the Atlanta United style?
The Atlanta United style.
They just don't have that
like
gold trim that Atlanta United. Oh, Bournemouth. You know what? It looks more like Bournemouth than Atlanta United. You're right.
Although I do have the black and red Atlanta United jersey, so.
I would say I like Trinity, at least the back of Trinity's jerseys, because they look like Leeds jerseys.
There you go.
Another glorious win for Leeds. All Leeds, aren't we? Big win. 6 points clear of the relegation zone. That's all I care about. 17th is a trophy. I don't care about literally anything else. 17th is all I want. We'll go over those playoff scenarios. Trinity have clinched. What matters for them now is getting that bye.
Yes.
And so a win and a draw is enough, or Bury and Oglethorpe dropping points. That'll be enough for them to clinch the bye spot. For Rhodes, it's complicated. They need to better Millsap's results. So they need to keep an eye on what Millsap's doing and do better than Millsap's if they are going to advance, if they're going to make the tournament. They have the hardest path, I think, of anybody right now. They're not out. They're not out, but they have to better another team's results. It's not in your hands now, so they got some work to do.
Yeah, and it's tough when you're being asked to play two undefeated teams in the conference, both Trinity and Southwestern.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, that's your away trip. And, I mean, not just two undefeated teams, but two teams who haven't tied. They're 4 wins in 4 games.
4-0-0 in the conference for those ones. Trinity have 1 loss in non-conference play. I mean, this is a tough road trip.
Yeah.
It's a tough road trip for Rhodes, no doubt. So we'll see, but they've impressed at times in the season. They haven't got the results that match up, but they've had these moments, and so they've never been really blown out of any of these games. It's been a rough season. They haven't won since September 7th, which was a win against the University of the Ozarks, who are now a SCAC team. Keeping that going. They have beat Trinity before. They have 4 wins against Trinity. It has been a difficult season. It's just one of those things. But they are the runners-up in SAA. They know how to just get into the playoffs, and then you do something big in the tournament. So they've got that experience. But let's have a look at their lineup. They've made 1 change from the team that lost to Bury. We'll run through their lineup though. Omri Kettner in goal, Luke Grant, Max Sosa, Matthew Siccardo, Ben Novello, Matthew Ahl, that's the change. He comes in for Jack Elliott. Sohan Patel, Pierce Miller, Jason Vianney, Vincent Stevens and Howie Eldridge is your starting 11 for Rhodes. For Trinity, they've made 4 changes, I think reflecting that they've clinched a playoff place. And they're pretty assured to get that bye. It's going to be hard to see them not get the bye. So they made 4 changes. Jaden Shell comes in goal for Brandon Gora, Adam Knutson, Kate Dugan, Luke Mayfield. Hodge McDonald comes in for Julian Lopez. Zach Anderson, Thomas Kay comes in for Joey Perryman. Jeremy Seor comes in for Sam Tice. Max Salinas comes in for Luke Chandler. Alex Bautoff and Daniel Urquidi round out your starters. Those aren't necessarily straight swaps who they've replaced, but those are just the players out. So 4 changes for Trinity. There's not, if you think about it, this week is Trinity's last chance to really rest players and try some different things this week, because you can't do it against Southwestern because that's going to be the fight for the regular season title. Can't do it in the conference playoffs because heaven forbid you underestimate somebody and they beat you. And then you can't do it in the NCAA tournament. Like, you just can't do it. And so this is your last chance to start.
This weekend.
This weekend's your last chance to try these things out as starters.
Yep.
Now, look, if you do well in a conference tournament game, you can make those changes.
Late in the game.
Late in the game, but you're not going to be able to start a game like this very often. So Trinity taking that opportunity. They are the number 6 team in the country, according to the United Soccer Coaches. According to Massey, they're number 4. But according to the NPI, they're 15. That one's important because of that Southwestern game. That's going to matter a heck of a lot. Rhodes, though, they went to the UK in summer, so they've had some time together bonding. Really fascinating facts. They housed the Union Army during the occupation of Clarksville in the Civil War. And they get it started. So they're going to be in the black and red. They're going to go from left to right on your screen. Trinity in the all-white going from right to left. These are their new kits too for Trinity, I believe. The gradient kit.
Yeah, there were some people, with the lineup changes that you mentioned, and a few people that I just wasn't sure where everybody was going to go. But it looks like, with Luke Chandler being out, Luke Mayfield didn't play in center back in their last game when Luke Chandler was it. Now he is playing in center back, and that's the big change. I think he was playing outside back last game. Jeremy Seau now comes back into the lineup. Luke Chandler goes out, so Seau goes back to his outside back position, and Mayfield moves into that center back position. Cade Dugan, as you see here, he's playing that pivot midfielder that drops between the 2 center defenders, just like he's doing right there. And other than that, it's pretty similar to what we've seen a lot of for Trinity. As that's a great ball forward for Jeremy Seau.
Go back for Anderson.
They do well to keep possession there after that long ball.
Dugan. Dugan back on the ball. Sends it out to Akiti. Oh, it's taking a touch. It goes out for a throw. Tigers still keeping control. Link's trying to play it quickly. Wow, not anymore.
I think Dugan and Seau are just on different pages there. Seau sees Dugan drop his head looking for the long ball, and he thinks, okay, he's going to play me in over the top, so he starts to make that run. Instead, Dugan's trying to play him to feet, so he starts making the run he has to then backtrack, and it's just a little awkward for him to regain possession.
Over the top. Rhodes should control this one pretty easily. Cleared away. Needed to win that header and did. Oh, it's a good through ball. He is off. The Rhodes bench doesn't necessarily agree with the flag, but the flag goes up, offside.
I think their complaint, at least the first thing I heard, was he's played it. And I think it doesn't really matter if, defender touches the ball there. It's not a deliberate play. He's not passing the ball.
To pass it.
And so it doesn't apply there. But it's a good start from Rhodes. Trinity do not look themselves right now, and look like they came in maybe thinking of themselves a little comfortably in this game. So another offsides.
Another offside. I mean, Rhodes certainly trying to use their speed early. To catch out the Tigers. And Tigers will just look to build it out of the back, but some danger signs there, 2 offsides. The only thing, certainly one of those offsides, that's the only thing keeping Rhodes off the score sheet is the offside flag. Cleared away by Rhodes.
I mean, you never know what
Back
Jaden
for
Shell's got to say about that.
That's true, but it would have been a one-on-one, and it
Would have
looked
been a
like,
tough one.
well, I mean, it looked like he either gave up a foul or the player got around him. So, you know,
Yep.
the Keedy. Keedy forward looking for Knutson. Triple team, they've done their homework. Can't fault Rhodes for that. Physical stuff on the sideline. Played back by Rhodes. All the way to the keeper. Kettner, it's gone straight up. Off the back of Anderson. Look to play Knutson forward. It's headed away by the Rhodes defence to Bautov. Bautov for Anderson. Anderson plays it in the middle, was looking back out for Bautov. Kind of went in between Bautov and Knutson, and so runs out for a goal kick.
Don't be spread out, stay closer. Patient Henry.
So Rhodes. I'm going to send it clear.
Quickly organize off the first ball.
Sends it long. It's a big boot. It's a very big boot. It's all about that second ball. Rhodes win it.
Simple.
Goes to ground. Yeah, his arms are around him the whole time, and so I was kind of a little surprised he hadn't gone to ground already, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was my thing. I think the moment when he went to the ground was the least foul moment.
Yeah.
He had been getting grabbed before that, but in the end,
Which is what I think the referee's actually called there.
Yeah.
He's called the arms around.
Not for him going
Not
down.
for anything. Not for the moment he went down. It's the right call.
I think you're right.
So, big chance here for Rhodes. Send in.
It's a great ball.
Far post. Beautiful ball.
Shell
Keeper's in a
comes.
couple minds. Good work from Shell. If you're going to come, you have to come. That was in a really awkward spot for a goalkeeper.
Yeah, big crowd of people.
And so he does well to come. Makes the right decision, I think, to come for it. Vindicated by the fact that he did get rid of it. So throw in for the Tigers.
No switch.
But Rhodes proving Trinity aren't going to have it all their way, which I think Trinity might have thought. When you look at that lineup, you think Trinity are thinking, hey,
Yeah.
this is ours.
And for the most part, I mean, Trinity have gone on the road and they've played some teams that, you know, that you would think they could have good results against and had close games. You know, a lot of 2-1 road games and close games on the road for the Tigers against opponents who in the SAA standings shouldn't necessarily be that close. I think the big thing for the Tigers, though, is when they've been at home against those same opponents, it's been a different story.
Yeah,
And
that
the
same sort of
Tigers at
standard.
home have been really, really dominant. I think it's a statement to how difficult it is to come all this way to San Antonio. Right, there's a lot of teams in Tennessee in the SAA, and, you know, it's long travel. And to come to San Antonio is a big ask. And I think the same thing the other way. When the Tigers are traveling, it's a big ask for them,
Yeah, it's
and
a lot more
it provides a
travel.
struggle.
And it's a lot more travel than the Tigers are used to. You
Yeah.
know, previously they've just been going around kind of Texas and Louisiana. You know, a lot of the games in SCAC, you could get a bus to the games. Now you're waking up early. You're going to the airport. You got to get on a plane. You got to get on a bus.
Yep.
So you know, it's a lot more work in the SAA to travel than it was in SCAC, where you could just rent a bus and drive to Georgetown, or you know, drive out to Seguin, which is barely outside of San Antonio.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do not
Free kick.
flash photography. It is very distracting to the players, and we thank you for your cooperation.
So, free kick here for the Tigers. Almost through the first 10 minutes in this one. I think Rhodes may be having the better of the early stages tonight. Ball sent in by Bautov. Keeper's going to
Too
come, punches it. Goes down, but he gets up quick enough anyway. Was worried for a second there. He backed into his own man.
Yeah.
His own man backed into him, I should say, and can be in trouble sometimes as a keeper. As he did got a good punch on it, got rid of it.
We'll
That's what
see
you
the
gotta do.
Knutson long throw now.
There's not much space on that side for the Knutson long throw, so yeah,
I didn't
unsurprisingly.
see the Knutson long throw.
Yeah, I think it's just hard. You got to come down the step. You got to.
We've seen him do it.
We have seen him do it.
We've seen him do it on the other side somehow. I mean, over there, the step is
Yeah,
not
the
that
step's
big,
not very
right?
high. He's done it off of the big step on the big riser.
Yeah.
I would fall flat on my face. I'm going to be completely honest. I would just fall over.
I don't know how that gives you the momentum for the long throw.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I feel like
I can understand like pushing off with your back foot, like using it like a starter's block and running.
Maybe, yeah.
But like that's not what he does. He jumps off. Got to see if someone can get him to do a flip throw.
Might need to teach him how to do a flip.
Also, I think Paul would destroy him if he tried a flip throw.
Yeah.
Be immediately subbed out.
Gotta go ahead. Howie, tough. Bingo.
So, free kick here was the decision. Rhodes just inside their own half. We're going to send this long. Trinity playing a high line to stop any big chance here. It's a good ball.
It's driven.
But it's a right to Jaden Shell, who claims.
Just nobody challenging that one. I mean, it was low enough that
That was a good ball.
if somebody's, gets in front of Shell there, you're creating issues, but
And we saw in the women's game, like a ball into the keeper that was spilled.
yep.
So, we've seen those chances. That one was called back for an offside, but it's kind of what happened. Oh, it's a really good run
Good
there
timing.
from Baltov. Timed it absolutely perfectly. He just sucked the defence into. He feinted to go back, which sucked the defence in. Baltov lays it back for Salinas. Anderson. Into the middle for Cade Dugan. Dugan. Back for Anderson.
Good
All the way back to
composure from the
Mayfield.
Tigers there. Baltov, he looked for it. Made a lot of moves, hoping to make somebody jump, but he was patient. Once he realized he wasn't going to jump, he played it back, and Tigers keep possession.
Yeah, and almost all of the Rhodes players there in their own third, not just their own half, but their back third. So they're already kind of getting how they're playing, but now they're in possession, and you've got 5 up front. So I don't know what they're playing at.
Well, I think the hope here, got some big players in that front line. I think notably, you look at the size of Novella there, and you say the hope is that he wins the ball out of the air and he flicks it onto somebody else.
Yeah, Ben Novello's 6'4".
Head contain. Easy. Good. One way, Vinny. Just keep it.
This is the game to start Ethan Cowdrey at center back.
Yeah, they got some tall players. Have Cowdrey in this one.
Vinny, go God.
Also, I think a player to keep an eye on hasn't been given the start. Paxton O'Leary. Good technical player. He scored last weekend. They've only scored twice in conference play, and he's got one of them. Oh, that was silky. Beautiful skills there from Vincent Stevens. Tigers back on the ball, though. Headed away. Really good passage there from Rhodes. Physical or ball, says the referee, but it stays with Trinity anyway. Yeah, it's going to be... Oh, it's a free kick the other way.
I think that's the right decision.
Yeah.
Rhodes get to that ball first.
Gets there first.
Yeah, it's physical, and there's a lot of energy right now. And I think that's good for Rhodes. If you're the Tigers, you don't want to see this. You want the game to be calm and in your control and possession. So I think for Rhodes, like this is exactly how you want the early stages of this game to look.
And I think the pass there from Trinity was like the wrong option. I think they should have gone outside instead of inside.
Yep.
They had...
But it's frantic there.
Yeah,
they've been a lot of challenges in a short span of time there. Then it can be hard to make the right decision. And that's a great ball in again.
Oh, it's bounced, but Trinity get it clear. Falls out well for Grant, but free kick for Trinity. Oh, it's going to be a stopped clock. It's going to be a yellow. Yeah, you can't stop him playing on quickly, so Luke Grant gets the yellow.
Yeah.
And he's lucky he didn't make contact there, because if he gets him in the knee, that's a red.
And the thing is, like, I thought that the initial foul already could have been a yellow.
Yeah, he's lucky that wasn't.
Yeah.
If he gets him on the knee, that's a red. So, unfortunate there. You were just saying you thought that maybe that original foul could have been a yellow on its own.
Yeah, I think you know, it was very close. I think that's part of it in the end. But I think Salinas gets to the ball first. He steps over the sliding player and then gets his body in between. And so in the end, the slide tackle comes through his back legs. And I think when you see it like that, now granted, I think it does happen really quickly where Salinas like steps over the slide and puts himself in that position himself. So I think that might contribute to it a little bit. Yep.
Yeah, Rhodes certainly ramping up the physicality for Trinity.
Yeah, they're trying to get away with as much as they possibly can physically. I mean, they want to put a little bit extra into every challenge, and they're giving as much as the referee's going to let them give. And honestly, you can't blame them for it. It's going to be a great strategy against a team like Trinity.
I mean, I think now, though, there is a challenge because now Luke Grant's got to carry a yellow for 75 minutes.
Yeah.
And so...
Well, in the end, too, though, like, that wasn't from the physicality.
Yeah, that was from...
That's from a...
That was from a silly time-wasting
Yeah.
thing. What I will say is I think the referee might have been on the fence about giving the yellow. And then he's just like, well, now, obviously, I'm going to give the yellow, right? Like...
Yeah.
But, yeah, it could have been a really interesting discussion if he was already going to give the yellow.
Yeah, if he double yellowed him right there.
Gives him 2 yellows back-to-back. It's always awkward as a referee when you have to show that too, because you've got to go yellow, yellow.
I think Shell's got to use his voice there. He started coming for it. And see how cleared it.
Higher, higher.
Oh, that's a really good ball to get around the challenge from Rhodes. That's a great
Wow.
pass out wide left.
They're creating real challenges for this Tigers back
opportunity
line
there.
right now.
Pulls out for Vianney. Shell will claim it. Shell plays it out of the back. I think Trinity really needs to like slow it down and try and calm things down because the pace and the physicality is just playing for Rhodes right now. And so
Well, and this is your moment too, right here. Like, I know the Tigers don't want to play with it too long in their own half, but the longer you play in your own half right now, Rhodes don't want to pressure you right now. They're sitting off
they
when
sit
it's
off.
with those guys. So if you can avoid the physicality for a little bit and make them work, so just avoid a challenge. Don't let anybody get close to the ball. Don't even worry about going towards goal right now. Just take control of the game and get Rhodes back on their back foot. That's a great ball.
really
though,
good ball
to
out
Seattle.
wide right. It's going to be a corner.
Yep.
Oh, he's called a foul.
Yeah. I think Seattle arrives
he
late
comes in
the
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a sense there's going to have to be a yellow for the physicality soon because it's just been such a physical game that there's a risk. There it is. Right as I say that, yellow card comes out for Seattle.
Yeah.
Which now kind of sets the bar, right? Now you're like, okay, that's the bar for a yellow. And so
Yeah.
now for the rest of the game, that has to be the bar.
Yeah, it's just interesting. I feel like there's been a lot of moments of like not fouls, but you go into a challenge all fair, everything's 50-50, but you're just leaving a little bit extra in there. And I think at some point somebody's going to leave a little bit too much extra in.
Yep.
I think there's already been a few moments where I've looked and I've said, okay, that's an interesting moment in the game. You know, you pointed it out to me just a few minutes ago, like a header, and as you're coming down, you're extending your arm and your elbow into the player.
It's a classic thing I did as a goalkeeper, by the way. You just go out for a punch and you leave one arm down.
Yeah, and no, honestly, you can't blame the players because, again, if you're Rhodes, we've said it, they want to be physical with Trinity right now. This is exactly what they want. They're going to keep doing it and pushing it until the referee says, too much, that's too much.
Clinton did well, go rid of the ball. Was either going to get rid of the ball or get clattered for a foul. Yeah, I think we're going to start seeing some yellow cards far more often.
But like this right now is exactly what I was talking about. Like, work Rhodes around, create the space. That's a loose touch.
Yeah, just got away from him there. Just goes out for a Trinity throw.
Like, test their fitness right now.
Yeah, make him switch sides, make him run around.
Test their fitness and don't reward them with the tackles, right? If they win the ball right now, make them win it by an interception. Force them to work and not get to hit you. Because I think right now they want to disrupt Trinity's rhythm by being physical.
That was a beautiful challenge.
That's a great play.
Really good ball
Dugan's
here.
got to get there.
That's a beautiful
He does.
challenge. Good work from Dugan. Slid in, got all ball.
Once I knew that he was going for it, the question, if you don't get the ball, if you get man, you're getting a yellow card.
Yeah, it's an easy yellow.
And if you don't get man or ball,
It's clean throw.
you've only got one player back.
Yeah.
And Rhodes had players arriving as well. So once you decide to go in there, you have
gotta
to
win.
win. You have to win it.
You just got to back yourself sometimes. That's going to be a free kick for Trinity.
I think Adam Knutson is a player that you want to get on the ball a lot right now. Not necessarily to carry the ball forward, but just to do exactly that. He knows how to draw a foul really, really well.
He did it a minute ago where he played the ball back, and it was either he was going to play the ball back or he was going to win a foul.
Yeah, and he did get hit, but not enough for any sort of foul. But you're right.
Yeah, it's just one of those momentum things, right? So, good ball over the top.
Baltov.
Oh,
what a hit!
Beautiful finish from Alex Baltov! What a hit from Alex Baltov! Puts it away.
I don't know what more you want.
Great strike with the side of the boot. It's a beautiful ball from Cade Dugan. That is a stunning hit. Nothing the keeper could do. He looks at his defense. Can't see it on the clip, but he has been looking at his defense this whole time thinking, what the heck just happened? I don't think the keeper could have done anything to stop that.
What more do you want from Rhodes defensively, though? They've set themselves up really, really well. That's an unbelievable ball. It's weighted really well, but it's Baltov's speed there. How does he get there before them? And then I thought he was going to have to take a touch. And in that case, you take a touch there, I think it makes it that much harder to finish. That is an unbelievable play to take that first time out of the air on the volley, and he hits it pure. I mean, you can't put much more power on it than that.
It's a stunning hit from Alex Baltov. He showing why he was on the SCAC all-first-year team last year.
He's had a brilliant year, Alex Baltov.
Second goal of the season.
His first goal was also a brilliant goal.
Oh, big opportunity there for the Tigers as it goes wide.
Off the free kick earlier this season.
Well, he does list running as one of his interests, and he showed it there. He enjoys running, and he showed it there.
I think that's what makes that goal so good. I mean, it's twofold. He does the work. He makes an unbelievable run. I didn't think he was going to get to that ball first, but then he strikes it, and it's an unbelievable strike, and it's his second unbelievable goal of the season. Like I just said, he scored an unreal free kick earlier this year. He just popped it into the top left corner on that same goal, and what a year it's been for him.
We just saw two Tigers players going up for the same header, which is a little frustrating. Ball it off. So assists on that goal. Cade Dugan got one, so that's his second assist of the season, 8th of his career. Luke Mayfield also getting an assist there, 2nd of the season, 6th of his career.
Great touch from Urquidy, and another great ball for Baltov.
I like the idea of the back heel. Didn't quite come off, but it'll be interesting to see how that goal now changes how this game has been going. Because now if you're Rhodes, you're like, well, but do we give away a free kick and then we're 2-0 down?
Yeah.
And
so already I feel like just a little bit of their energy that they had built up really well, it's just deflated a little bit.
It does feel like kind of the sting has gone out of the game a little bit.
Yep.
Shout out, former San Antonio Scorpions mascot, Sting. That's going to be a throw for Trinity.
Back in! Back in! Body language!
Yeah, I mean, look, Luke Mayfield with one of the assists there, big part of the squad last year. Did get that red card last year, which kind of pushed him out of the squad, and that's one of the challenges in a team like Trinity. You drop out of the squad for a suspension, the player that comes in and replaces you does well, and
Was that last year or 2 years ago?
Oh, maybe it was 2 years ago,
I
actually.
thought it was his first year, yeah.
He copped that red. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. I'm looking back at it.
But you're right.
Copped
I
that
remember
red,
that.
pushed
He
out
was
of the
starting
squad.
as a first year, and then
Yeah, copped that red and then fell out.
Because he had also scored in his first game for the team.
Yep. Yeah, the first of his 6 goals. He was on that SCAC All First-Year team in 2023. Oh, that's beautiful work on the ball. Header one well there by Arl. Laid off from Grant. Looks to find Eldridge. Yeah, he's got him there. It's going to be a free kick for the Lynx.
Yeah, I think it's a trailing leg there. They're asking for the card there. I don't think he, it's
he's
a
gonna have a
dangerous
chat.
challenge, but
Yeah, I think it's more
clips him in the
careless
end,
than
you know?
reckless,
Yeah.
and so that's kind of the bar there. Careless, foul, reckless, yellow. But he did have a talk, sort of having that,
Yeah.
you pull that again, and I will be issuing a yellow card. So it can be hard as a referee. You got to remember who you've already spoken to
Yeah.
in a game like this. It's still there is still a bit of physicality there. Trinity is keeping up their physicality. So throw in here for Rhodes. Some changes coming for Trinity. Joey Perryman amongst them.
I think the other thing with
Fully on
that too is
Lopez.
sometimes, even if Knutson goes in and wins the ball there, if you're the referee, you want to make note of things like that. Okay, this player won the ball, but that was a really, really risky challenge. He flew into that. And I think, as a player, you're often like, okay, this guy is the type of guy that's going to fly in at me now. I got to make note of and
Oh, beautiful stuff from Shell. Shot comes, Shell's out of position.
wow.
Fortunate for Trinity, that shot wasn't stronger. It's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, and look, the referee we have tonight is very familiar with
Yep.
Trinity. He does these games a lot. Shell looks like he's gone down there after making that save, so he's going to check in. Referee's going to check in and ask what's going on. Ask him if he needs some treatment or he just needs some time. They're going to stretch it out. Referee surprisingly hasn't stopped the clock while this is going on. He is going to stop the clock now.
Well, the thing is with a goalkeeper, too, he doesn't have to come off now, does he?
No, he does not. Went at full stretch. I'm trying to see if it's the stretch that does it or the getting. I think it is the stretch that did it.
Yeah, I don't see anything crazy
Yeah,
in
and I
there.
think he just extended himself and maybe.
I mean, I wonder with, him needing to get stretched after if the jump into it might have, hurt his calf a little bit.
Oh,
That's a
keeper's off the
great
line
ball.
too. Knutson goes for a quick with the yell of yes from Paul McGinley. Little premature. As it goes wide. It's the right idea from Knutson. Like the keeper was out. I think.
I mean, he should have just struck it right out of the air with his left foot into the top of the roof
Yeah, I
of the
don't know
net,
why he
just
didn't
like
just
Alex
do it.
Baltov,
I don't know why he didn't just do that.
I think Baltov,
Simple.
you gotta have a chat with him and say, hey, let
Sit
me
him down
teach
and
you
give
how
him
to
a
hit a
lesson how
volley
to score a
from
goal in
that
college
sort of
soccer.
through ball.
Yeah, I think you'll have to sit him down and tell the number 7 in active Division 3 goals how to score goals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually going to double check that is still the case. Oh, he's now number 9 in active goals, so maybe he does need that lesson. Good through ball to Knutson. Beats one man. Don't think he's going to be able to beat the second, so he had to lay it off.
They did well to cut off the angle for the shot there. Once he gets to the top of the box, you know that he wants to try and curl that one.
Wait, but it's what you should do when you've got all 11 behind the ball. Yeah, free kick there. I think that's a case of a referee's angle. On our angle, it looks like he's just come through and he's got the ball, but I think at the referee's angle, it looked like.
Well, it looked like the indication from the referee was that he was saying Perryman put an elbow into the back, not just
which
tipped
maybe
the
we
ball,
didn't,
which
definitely didn't see
could
from our angle.
have been, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, not very visible from our angle, that's for sure.
Oh my goodness!
Goes for the acrobatic. It's going to go for a goal kick. Could have seen that called for a high boot, but let's go for the drama. Like it.
Tried a bicycle kick. Sure.
Yeah, well, he heard you sassing him about about not just taking it out of the air with his left foot, and he's like, all right, I got to show him.
I'm just saying, Alex Baltov
just did it.
It's a very similar opportunity.
You're right. I'm interested to see Henri Kettner staying off his line as much as he is after conceding the goal the way they did. Not that he could have done. I still don't think he could have done anything about it. But I'm interested to see how that nearly opportunity for Knutson adjusts Kettner's play. And so Paxton O'Leary is on now for the Lynx. And so definitely someone to keep an eye on. Good goal scorer. I think he's actually leading the team in goals right now, actually. Yeah, Paxton O'Leary does lead the team in goal scoring as a first year, which is pretty impressive. Might also show that they haven't scored as many goals as maybe they should have this year. We just saw a red card. Is what I'm understanding.
See that foul again, because I think that's he stopped the clock and he went and had a chat with the AR, and then he came back and he gave the red, but
yeah, he's given a red. There's a long discussion.
The foul was very far away on the far side of the field. There were a lot of bodies in between, and he went and he called the foul. He went and had a chat with the AR, and then he's come back and he's given the red card.
And so, yeah, let's have a look here. Let's see what this is for. Yeah, it's hard to see from that. What's happened here?
Not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what he saw. So I think what he's calling it for, and this is just me guessing, and I'm looking at where the AR is and where the foul is.
Yeah.
So like where things happen and what it would have looked like for the assistant. And I can see from the angle that the assistant has, I think it's going to look like he's put his hands in his face. That's what I think it looks like to the assistant.
Yeah.
Now we look at that replay and I'm like, yeah, that's a bit harsh. I think he yellows.
I think
he yellows pretty fair for it.
I didn't see anything there.
Yeah, he's backed into him.
Yeah.
But basically, you've got to be aware of where your arms are, I think is essentially what I'd say. Good punch, Rochelle. He's got to have a hit directly. Good work from Trinity, who are now a man down. And so it'll be a corner, but now a red card for Jeremy Seor.
Yeah, and you've got a challenge now. You got to play man down the rest of the way. That rest of the way is an hour. We've got an hour left in this game.
And so Jeremy Seor has only had one yellow card in his entire career until now. And now that's a red. So transferred from Lipscomb. That's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. But I think just from the AR's angle, that's what he's saying. Oh, it fell kindly for Rhodes, but it's cleared away by the Tigers. This might be the story for a while.
Yeah, Perryman reacted quickly there. Very, very important.
And so Rhodes go to the bench. Caleb DeWitt's coming on. It's a versatile player who's a good player when you've got that man advantage because he can play midfield and up front. So I think that's a good change, although... Yeah, you know what? I mean, Vincent Stevens is a technical centre midfielder. I don't know. if he's necessarily who would take off. But I think bringing on a player like Caleb DeWitt, can play up front, can play midfield. Having that versatility when you're a man up is super useful right now for Rhodes. So this one's going to be interesting.
Keep up there, lad! Keep up there! Face the ball, Shaggy!
So Tigers now a man down. They've got the goal though, and so now how crucial is having that goal?
Yeah.
Being up a goal. Now before you go down, could have been up two. If only Knutson would just hit it with his left boot in midair, they could have been 2-0 up. So now the Tigers having to play a man down. Oh, it's a massive grab of the shirt there too. Yeah, he is going to come back and call it. That was pretty blatant. And you got to think the Tigers are going to be in his ear with every foul now.
Yeah.
And asking for a card. Clock stopped. This could be a yellow. It is. I mean, it was blatant. It was really blatant. Like, I could tell it from this far away. The referee literally stopped and waited to call the free kick. So that was a pretty easy one. Yellow, yeah, I think that's I don't know about that. Yellow feels a bit rough for me on that one, but it was blatant. It was trying to, like, I think the argument would be that it's a professional foul. It's stopping a promising attack. Oh, it's going to be a free kick. That's a call from the AR. Pierce Miller picks up that yellow. So free kick here for the Tigers, right on the edge of the pitch. AR calls it a free kick. That's the same AR that called the red. But yeah, it's a talking point, that red card for sure. Yeah, there is a... Oh, it's a decent effort from Adam Knutson. Just wide.
For the Tigers, Romeo Carino.
And so a change from the Tigers trying to play an offside trap. Romeo Carino is on now.
How it goes?
Tigers have certainly shifted to a more defensive posture. You kind of have to when you're a man down. Dugan, appeal for a handball. Did fall to his feet, but yeah, I think in 2025 you're not going to get that handball call. And so, you know, you've got the goal lead. Almost like the Tigers being a man down, you don't often get to practice being a man down. And so, like, you know, in the high-stakes games that are coming up, you know, you've got Southwestern next week. You've got the tournament, then you've got the NCAA tournament. Oh, that's
What
a
a
beautiful
tackle.
challenge. With those high-stakes games coming up, there's a chance that, you know, look, you could get a red in a game that's tight and physical, and so getting a chance to play a man down maybe isn't the worst thing in the world right now. You know, I know some teams, I've known some teams that in preseason will play with 10 at periods deliberately to try it out. You can't really get away with that in college soccer, but like in a scrimmage, just play with 10, just to get experience playing a full, you know, playing a long period with 10. But this is a long way to go with 10.
Come on, Kiwi!
That red came in the 28th minute, so a long way to go. 62 minutes, a man down. But we've had a heck of a game. Look, it's been an interesting one. Well, I think we got a goal of the season contender.
Oh yeah.
With Baltov's goal.
Up against his own goal.
Yeah, Baltov versus Baltov for goal of the season.
I think, interestingly enough, I don't think that Trinity have switched their system at all. They typically play the defensive midfielder drops between the two center backs. You got your center backs, your outside backs get high. You play with two attacking midfielders who are wide when you're back, and then they come central, and then you have your striker. All of that's the same. The one thing that I think has changed is they normally play with 2 8s, two center midfielders controlling the middle of the field. I think they just went to one.
Which is the man that's off.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But I'm a little surprised. I think sometimes, you try and take off one of the front three. And so the fact that they're still playing with two attacking mids and a striker is a bit interesting.
A bit surprising.
The fact that they choose to go with the midfielder. That being said, I have noticed both of the attacking midfielders coming back harder.
Yeah.
Being more involved in the midfield.
I think that's more the shift is the eagerness to come back.
Yeah. So more of a mentality shift than an actual tactics change.
Cleared away. And now cleared again, but it's going to fall for Dugan, who controls well. Carino wanted it, but Dugan will cover it. I think that's what we're seeing too. Like, the covering is more intense right now for Trinity. Like, Carino came steaming back to cover right now. That's that defensive change. Like, it's a posture change rather than a formation change or anything like that.
Yeah, and you've gone from a game where you're talking about, being able to control it and nobody really having to put in a shift to now, like, the whole game is everybody's going to have to work. Anybody who comes on the field, especially the more Trinity decide we're going to keep playing our system, which sends everybody forward when we have the ball, then people are going to have to work really, really hard off the ball. And I think that, like you said, it's a good challenge for them to see where they're at in a lot of ways in a game where maybe they didn't expect to have that challenge.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely made this game a more interesting prospect tactically for both teams. And so that's what that's what I think will be an interesting thing to see, is like how Trinity do it now. And like in college soccer, you're not going to have that fatigue as much that comes playing a man down, because once the second half hits, you can substitute in and out as much as you want. Trinity have a deep bench. So I don't think we're going to see those issues that you see in professional games. It goes out for a throw for the Tigers. Kept in well. Knutson on the ball. Gets past one, gets past two. Lays it back for Perryman. It's blocked. The defender lost it. It was right at his feet and he couldn't see it. He's looking around for it and all he had to do was look down. Falls favourably for Trinity. That's a good ball. Cut back for Knutson. Good ball from Anderson. Knutson just can't get on the end of it.
Although another person, talking about the changes, like another person to give a lot of credit to is Zach Anderson. He was in it was an outside back who got sent off. So now midfielder goes outside rather than, making substitutions. Anderson is now playing right back.
Yeah.
He's not a right back.
That's not his position.
But he's looked really good there so far. And
that'll be Knutson's last involvement for the half. 7 to play here in the first half. So we get going again. Thrown in. Headed on. Keeper claims. Omri Kittner gets a touch. Zach Cardona on for Rhodes. Jason Suko on for Trinity.
Go, Joey!
Pressure being put on the keeper. Trinity playing a pretty high press for a team that's man down. Rhodes, and I think this is what Rhodes are going to try and do. Just use the speed. Exploit the extra man by using your speed, because everybody has to work that extra bit harder. It goes out for a free kick. Paul McGinley not happy with wants a card.
There's nothing there.
So free kick.
There's nothing there.
Paul McGinley appealing for some consistency. As his decision says, you set the standard, not me.
I do think that in my
there's an argument. Like I said that, in the game. You know?
I think that was yellow card material based on what's been called in this game. That was late.
And a little bit of an armbar there. I think if Trinity went down, it would have been interesting. It's going to be a corner. Here's the thing. Rhodes are arguing, but if it's not a corner, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
Because it's a free, because you've given away possession. So, like, if you haven't got the ball, you've got the man, and so that's a penalty. So,
I think the other thing, though, with that last foul, I believe he's already on a yellow card.
And so they want the yellow to put it as 10 on 10. Yeah.
And I think maybe you give him the yellow card if he's not already on that.
Yeah, like,
yellow,
look, you're not supposed to think like that as a referee, but you do. Oh, it's a beautiful ball. Head is there, but it just goes across the face. Falls favourably for Trinity. Anyway, that's a beautiful control for Joey Perryman. Oh, he's nutmegged him. I don't think he's even nutmegged him intentionally there. That's paid off. It's hard for us to, like, I didn't see that foul in that corner. It's just hard for me to see down there. So, you know, because we got to look through a sea of people.
My initial reaction was yellow card, and my initial reaction was then, oh, he's already on a yellow.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to end 10 on 11. It's just my hunch.
We'll see. I'd be surprised. I think the longer this game goes with it only being a one-goal difference, the more physicality is going to come back.
And Trinity, oh, it's a decent effort. It's just wide. Trinity don't look like they're the team, a man down.
No.
If we're honest here. So Seabrook comes on. He replaces Caleb Dowitz, who I thought put in a good shift. So substitute is substituted.
Gamble! Shaggy, action movements behind. Strong, Keeney, strong, Justin.
I think it is.
Strong boys. Yes.
So I've watched now that red card back a couple of times, zoomed it in, slowed it down, tried to look at it, try to see, and I think
It's gone out, ball's gone out. It's going to be a throw-in.
I think what happens is when Xiao throws his body in, he also throws his elbow, and his elbow comes high, and I have a freeze frame of an elbow in a face. And
yeah, I mean, it's what I thought the AR might have seen, something like that. So, okay.
I think he does get him with
but
the elbow in the face.
But he doesn't necessarily mean to.
But it is not because of any sort of intention. It's because of the unnatural way in which he, turned his body, right? So he's hitting him and he's spinning, and when you do that naturally, your arm comes up, and he hits him there.
Yeah,
and it makes it a tough choice because I think it's intentional? Do I think it's an egregious? Do I think
intent doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Intent doesn't matter. Yeah, there's only one foul intent matters for. So
yeah, it is.
I think then it's probably a fair call. Honestly, you've got to be aware of your body.
Yeah,
and I think that's the hardest challenge. One of the hardest things in soccer as an outfield player is you have to be aware of your body at all times. You have to be aware of what your body's doing, your arms, what they're doing, and where everybody else is.
Yeah. I
think if he turns a different way somehow, or he just rolls over onto him, it's different. But because he's used his arm, okay. I think that makes some sense, and that's certainly what the AR. It seemed to me that the AR saw from his angle. I think from his angle, it's going to look worse.
Yeah, and I think that was the other thing that I would say is it. I can see elbow to face, but it didn't look like that much of it. It looked like, he got him, but
yeah, I mean, the player definitely reacted like he got hit in the face.
No, he was grabbing his face.
And it wasn't what he started doing. It happened after that, when that contact would have happened.
Yep.
So I think, if he's got him, he's got him. And that's a fair enough red card. That's a red card any day. And it's something that FIFA's been big on, NCAA's been big on, elbows.
Yeah.
Does go wide.
I think maybe where I'm at is I think by the letter of the law, that is a red
That's
card.
right.
However, how often do you actually see something like that get called is very, very, very rare, because it's very rare that anybody actually sees that
happen.
little
Yeah.
bit of contact like that live. And I
Yeah.
think in this case, if the AR sees it, he sees it and he has
sees
to
it and
call
calls
it.
Yeah, you can't not call it.
You can't not call it.
You can't just be like, oh, well, you know, he didn't mean to do it.
It's unlucky, I think, because most of the time at this level, you're not going to have that called because nobody's going to see and nobody's going to notice. And
like, we certainly didn't notice. I
Yeah.
mean, we're obviously a lot
I had
further
to watch it multiple times to get that. I had to freeze frame it to get to that.
in the final minute of the half here. Blocked. Perryman plays it forward.
If they add a second here, it'd be huge.
Oh, it's a beautiful ball to Perryman. He's going to need to cut it back, though. Goes outside to Carino. Oh, it's bounced in the middle. Can Trinity control it? Just can't get the control that they wanted. It's a good effort from Jason Suko. So it goes out for a throw. One last chance here for the Tigers. Maybe 15 seconds to play. That was I believe, the Rhodes staff from the women's game that made that and got the ball in quickly. If I was a Rhodes fan, I wouldn't be getting that ball back at all. And so that goes away. It's half-time here at Paul McGinley Field. Trinity with a 1-0 lead, but it's Rhodes with a man advantage at half-time. Trinity 1, Rhodes 0. I think we're in for an interesting second half with that man disparity as we go through. We'll see you back in about 15 minutes.
Every morning, we rise, ready to meet our human potential, to take that next incremental step, to do the hard work that changes. Set in our preparedness and confidence in that moment when you know, I've got this. And then we rise. Each of us, all of us. We rise as passions coalesce in research, art, athletics, and beyond. We rise to the challenge of inquiry and discovery through undergraduate research and hands-on learning. We rise through the personal attention of a small college, fueled by large university resources. We rise to the need for listening across differences, teaching the art and the act of conversation. We rise to the sounds of a vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich city, and we reflect it. At Trinity University, we recognize that you are here because you are ready to rise. And through a love of learning and a life of learning, we will challenge you to always reach beyond the horizon. Because your future awaits.
In the Southern Athletic Association, success starts with purpose and is grounded in excellence. Our student athletes thrive in the classroom supported by elite institutions where curiosity meets challenge. On the field, on the court, in the pool, our competition reflects our commitment. Greatness isn't occasional, it's expected. But what truly sets us apart is our culture. Belief in education through athletics. A standard that's as high as the goals we set and exceed. Excellence in the classroom, greatness on the field. Unmatched standards in Division III. This is the Southern Athletic Association. This is Unmatched D3.
We are back, second half. Trinity a goal up, Rhodes a man up. At half time. Brandon Gongora starts in goal for the second half for Trinity. Going to change one change to the starting lineup for Rhodes. They have brought on Brody Haraway. Everybody else is the same starter. Obviously, Seor not on the pitch for Trinity because he took the red. Had a chat with the referees at halftime. It was what we thought it was, contact to the face. So got him with the elbow, which is exactly what we thought it was. So
Yeah, and it sounds like the AR had a much better
angle than we did. Yeah, we were showing them the clip.
Yeah, showed them my freeze frame, and he was like, "Yeah, I mean, you can see it, but I saw it worse than that." So
yeah, I think absolutely from the angle of the AR, it looked far worse than what it looked on this broadcast. And when a player's down grabbing the head, I mean, in 2025, you've just got to call it. Like, the reality is, whether there was intent or not, he's got him.
Yep.
And that's a red. Like, there's unquestionably a red.
Okay, how the Tigers are starting, I think Anderson goes back out to that right back position, like we noted at the end of the first half. So I think their midfield will look the same as.
Oh, ball, says the referee.
We'll see that one again.
Wow. That's not the call I thought was going to happen there.
I thought we were seeing a yellow.
I thought that was going to be at least a yellow. Wow. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, no chance. No chance was that.
It is shoulder to shoulder, but there's no intent at the ball. He's not anywhere close to it.
It's away from the ball. There's nowhere near the ball.
That's a yellow.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's anything more than a yellow.
It's no more than a yellow. I think in real time it looked a heck of a lot worse.
Oh yeah, it was fast. It happened very fast, and
they've let it bounce. Oh.
There's a handball in the box there.
There's a big appeal for a handball in the box. Oh, you can't let... I've said it over and over again. You cannot let the ball bounce in the box. You can't do it.
Man, this second half is more action than the first half.
Let's see. Okay. Look, that bounce gets away from him. It's not entirely his fault.
Yeah. That's totally...
That is a penalty. That is absolutely a penalty.
Here's back post.
And some people say, well, it's a make-up call. One, it's not, because they were both for Trinity. So...
Another goal. Sir!
Yeah, wow. There's a lot of action, and we're not even 2 minutes into the half. Yeah, that one probably should have been a penalty. But that should have been a yellow down the other end, and it should have never been up there. So
yeah.
People say that's a make-up call. What I'll say to that is, no, that's just two wrong calls. So
I'm lost at this point. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Interesting stuff happening. Look,
I'll find it again. Don't worry.
That's going to be a throw for Rhodes. Oh, that's cheeky from Adam Knudsen. Oh, yeah, here you go. And just drops it down. Can't really get a yellow for it because he's trying to give the ball back.
Oh, you see that one a lot. That one too, I think. Cade Dugan's going for the header, and they lean into him, not going for the header, and they push him off the ball.
Throw in for Rhodes. Yeah, I think the physicality, like, this game's going to get more and more and more physical as long as it stays 1-0. Like, let's be completely honest.
That's what I said.
It was already a physical game. And the physicality kind of went down. Like, after Trinity got the goal card, and before the red, that physicality went down.
Yeah, but after the red,
you can't dither on the ball like that.
This would make it more physical.
It's 2-on-1. Oh, he's gone all around the ball there. He's hit everything except the ball. It seems harder to have missed that than what actually happened.
Yeah, I think, in the end, it's a mistake there. He misses the hit, but I think the mistake comes earlier in terms of why they don't get the goal, because even if he scores there, you're asking so much of him.
Yeah,
he's got no angle.
Yeah,
There's players
it was a tight
around
angle.
him.
He should have played the ball sooner.
Yep.
And then there would have been a much better chance.
They didn't take full advantage of the fact that was a 2v1.
Yeah. I mean, they had 2-on-1. They were too close as well.
Yep.
Like, one of them should have gone much wider. You've got to go
honestly,
wider.
I think given the situation, you often see the player off the ball be the one to peel off, but in that case, I think the player on the ball has to move away from his teammate there because the player off the ball is already so far wide.
Yeah,
as you see in the end, because he's got no angle to shoot.
Yep. I mean, I think that would have been the option. Yeah, this is definitely going to get more and more chippy, not just physical. But
leave it alone.
call from the bench is leave it alone. They've already got a yellow card from somebody standing over the ball at a free kick. So you don't want to give another one away for the same thing. It's 2 yellow cards for Rhodes already. Trinity are a man down. You don't want to give up that advantage for something as silly as standing over the ball at a free kick.
Great ball.
Keep it coming, though. Well judged by Kettner. Came out really well, and just not enough attacking impetus from Trinity there. Like, there's nobody really attacking that as much as they probably should have been.
Yeah, I don't think they have the height for it there. Nobody got up to it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone defensively for Rhodes shorter than 6 foot.
Yeah.
So
I think it's interesting to note, too, I don't think Luke Chandler is dealing with an injury, but he has, not only is he not out or not starting this game, he's not playing at all, at least so far. And I'm wondering if this is a plan for the weekend they might give Daniel Urquidy off on Sunday and rotate the two of them and give them each a day.
I know Chandler was having injury issues earlier in the season, and so I just wonder if it's load management kind of thing as well. Like, just look, we'll give him this weekend off. Keep him fresh for Southwestern, which is honestly the game that really matters.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, if you lose any of these, you start maybe slipping away from clinching the bye, but like, you're going to let the rest of the conference beat up on each other. So, like, they can't all win to knock you down.
Yep.
So,
But that was a brilliant moment of defending there. 1v1, Max Sosa and Adam Knutson, and Max Sosa absolutely wins that battle there.
Yeah, it did really
That's a big ask.
I said, we've got to switch to the yellow balls for tonight.
That's got to be
There's got to be something there. Yeah, he had to call something. Oh, he's called indirect.
Yeah.
So he's basically called like an obstruction.
Which I think
like a dangerous play.
That's a correct call if you're not calling the first foul, but I think Knutson gets fouled there.
Yeah, he gets clipped.
I think there's been a lot of back and forth recently, and I think both teams feel like that there have been missed calls.
Oh, that was really good. Knutson looked back over his shoulder to check the offside line, knowing the ball was going to come. Yeah, it's been.
I think they'll both feel upset, which in the end, okay, whatever. If both teams are
there's
upset,
an argument that you're doing a good job as a referee if everybody's mad at you. I just think you should maybe have nobody mad at you.
Yeah, that should be the goal.
It's probably the move. But yeah, I mean, it hasn't been uneven, is what I'll say.
Yeah.
Like, it hasn't been uneven, and that's most of what you want.
Yeah.
It's just like, if you're going to make mistakes, make them both ways. None of these have been egregious mistakes or anything.
No.
The red card was fair.
Yeah,
I think there's an argument, and Paul McGinley was making it earlier, that like there's been a bar set for what a yellow is, and I don't think we've seen that applied consistently.
I think that's the only thing for me that I would say is, like, with how physical this game is, you need to find the consistency again at some point, and probably sooner rather than later, because I'm assuming, again, like we've said, the longer this goes at 1-0 and the less time is on the clock with this being the score, the more physical and back and forth it's going to get. And if you can't find the consistency and you can't find the control before then you're going to have people who are going at you, complaining at you, and then I think it's going to be leading to more yellow cards and more frustration and more fouling. And that's, that you talk about referees losing control of the game. I don't think we're in that territory, but I think that this is the type of game that could happen.
Yeah, you could lose control of this kind of game really, really easily. Really interesting thing we saw there that just didn't get spotted enough by Rhodes, and maybe it did get spotted but you couldn't play it. Sohan Patel made a phenomenal run. His pace coming out of midfield forward is phenomenal, and with Trinity a man down, that's going to be something they have to watch, because speed kills at the best of times, but speed really kills when you're down to 10.
Yeah.
And so when you're defensively down to 10 and you've got a guy like Sohan Patel who can run at you like that,
especially when we're talking
dangerous.
about a Trinity team that is going to continue to put numbers forward, like we've talked about. Like, they're not going to say, all right, we're down a man and we have the lead, let's just stop. Like, no, they're still going for it. They want the second goal. And that is going to leave you even more vulnerable
offside.
for counterattacks, and that's where the speed really kills with 10 men.
credit to Knutson there. He was running and he ran into the goalkeeper and he was worried that he hit him too physically, and he like grabbed him to hold him up and make sure he was okay. So you got to give credit to Knutson there.
Yeah, that's the foul.
And it is a foul. That's one of those fouls where players will often go to you as a referee and make the shape of a ball, like you've forgotten what a ball looks like. And it doesn't matter how much of the ball you've got if you completely wipe out your player to get the ball. Like, it doesn't matter if you could get all of the ball, but you wiped that man out.
Especially if you got man before ball. Yeah. Like, okay, sure, and that's a yellow card.
That's going to be a yellow, yeah. Clock is stopped. And so that is a yellow card for Matthew Sakato.
And Tice does well to win it.
That's a challenge for Rhodes because he's been such a big part of what they've done defensively, and now he's going to be carrying a yellow for another 35 minutes.
Yep.
This is going to be Rhodes' challenge. They've got 3 players now on a yellow. Trinity have no one, right? It's just the red to Sior. I think
so.
Anyone got a yellow. So
but
that's what you're looking at.
I think Tice does really, really well there because he knows
he draws
it's similar to the situation I was talking about earlier with Dugan, where he knows he's going in for the ball, and you miss the ball, the man's gone, and so you have to know you're getting the ball, and Tice knows that as well, and he knocks it long. He might not even be getting back to that ball in the end, but he knows he's going to get a lot of contact.
Just a little too flat, that delivery. It's not what he wanted either. Like, that wasn't the intent. He was definitely trying to lift it. So, goes out. It's with the keeper. Knutson just kind of a half-hearted. Well, that's a beautiful header. That went 20 yards. Oh, a big opportunity here. Oh, he's off. He's off. Oh, he's going to yellow him for that. Is he? He's not going to give him a yellow for that. But that is to be honest, I would have thought a yellow there would have been a bit harsh. He's in his run.
Yeah, I think the big
there
thing
was maybe some frustration to it, but like he was doing what he was going to do anyway.
Yep. I think the big thing for me there, Zach Anderson, you said it was a great header. He's playing outside back though, and he comes all the way inside. Luke Mayfield had that header covered. He was going for it. Anderson pulls himself out from the wide.
I'll tell you what, that's another great run from Patel. It's definitely outside the box.
Yeah.
But
Anderson, pulls himself out of position, and
he had to do it again there too.
If not for them being offside, he's left his man wide open, and he didn't have to. In that
Patel's offside. That's been Patel. The problem for Patel, not so much for Patel, the problem for everybody else on Rhodes is that they keep not seeing Patel's run until he's offside. He's making these phenomenal runs. His pace is really difficult. But if they don't spot that run until he's offside, then he can't score.
And he's quick. So
he doesn't
if you
need
spot
to,
it while he's right on the line, you're not getting it off in time.
Yeah, he would have scored there. Well, no, he wouldn't have because but he had a good opportunity there, but it didn't matter.
You get a corner.
It would have been a corner. And so there's Patel again. Patel can play basically anywhere outfield on this park. So you've seen him cutting in, you see him cut out. He's almost ripped his shirt off in the challenge.
I'm surprised we're not seeing a card there.
Oh, we're having another discussion with the AR here.
Yeah,
I think this is going to be what you said, that you were surprised it wasn't a yellow. I think that's the chat.
Sir, what is it? Sir, what is it? Foul? Foul?
Oh, you know, it's a foul the other way. Oh,
I think maybe he's saying there's a foul before Salinas.
I think he got kicked, is what I think it is.
You
but
can give a
that's-
yellow for that, but then it's still
It's
the
still a
original
foul the
free
other way,
kick. So
because I thought that was...
because they were saying pull. I'm thinking Salinas got pulled, and then he
dragged
fouled.
the shirt
yes.
off, yeah. Because I only saw the shirt
As
tug
did
that
I.
was basically
Runner,
ripping a shirt.
go!
But you could still give the yellow for that,
You could.
you know?
You could.
Like, it was still there. Or a decent effort.
He's
Chance
have a
here,
hit. He's left-footed. If he was right-footed, he could have had the hit.
Lefty!
which is identified by the coaching staff and Rhodes saying lefty, which you
Well,
could
yeah.
tell because he didn't have to hit. He would have had to hit straight away if he was right-footed. Really good work defensively from Rhodes, but Rhodes are the team a man up, and they're all back in their own box. They're up a man, and they're just not playing like it.
No.
Nothing there. That was all ball.
I don't know.
Oh, no, it's a foul. It's a free kick against Rhodes, so it is a free kick for Trinity.
Yeah.
I thought it was all ball and he fell awkwardly.
Yeah,
is what it looked like
I mean,
to
it was
me.
very physical. He got hit very hard, but I thought it was.
I thought it was all ball.
So did I.
And he went down. And I originally thought he was blowing the whistle because it looked like he hit his head when he hit the ground. We'll have another look here.
Well, no, I think it's the right call. I think he chips the ball up and over.
Yeah, I think he just caught him.
I think the reason why it looks like he wins ball is because he flips in such a way, so he chips it up and over, and then he falls and he knocks it back himself. Like he hits it into himself.
Yeah, okay.
He falls onto the ball and he knocks it back. It's very awkward, but
Yeah, I mean, look, no intent
No,
there.
I
Like,
don't
it's
think
just
so.
a hard challenge going to win
I
the
think
ball.
Anderson just gets there just a second before, and he's very, very clever to do the cheeky thing and just lift it a little bit up and over the challenge, right? If you take a touch there, you're touching it into the defender's foot.
Yeah.
So you lift it up and over and you draw the foul.
Is this one of those fake step overs where they thought they screwed each other up? I don't think it is.
No.
Goes far post. Headed away by Rhodes. Handball, I think, on Trinity there, but there was one not called the other way in basically the exact same spot. Chip goes over the top. And so it's a goal kick for Rhodes.
Freeze, black!
We're going to stop the clock here. Oh, another
man.
discussion with the AR. So did something happen off the ball that we've missed? There's a check coming. Like, to me, this could only be that something's happened off the ball.
He's coming all the way over here.
It's coming over. Is this going to be to reset the clock? This might be a clock issue.
Potentially. Oh, so when they faked him out, they faked out the
They
guy
faked out
running
the
clock.
scoreboard too. That's what
Yep.
happened. So faked everybody out. But yeah, we're doing all that. We're doing all that for 1 second. So if the ball's crossing the line at the end of the game for Rhodes, expect rage. Yeah, that was a lot for what was essentially 1 second of game time. But yeah, the free kick faked everybody out, including the clock.
Poor James, you know.
He's doing his best, man.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's on.
He took too big of a touch.
Too heavy a touch. Oh,
He knows
Rhodes,
it.
a golden opportunity.
He knows it.
Yeah, he's frustrated at himself there. There, yeah, you can see it. He's just so frustrated at himself.
Give credit, though, where credit's due there. I mean,
Yeah.
in terms of goalkeeper play, like,
No, it was good work.
Gongora has to get out to that, and he does it really well and times himself for that touch.
That's that USL experience. But that's what I've been saying. Rhodes haven't been doing all day, right? Like, they
Yeah.
haven't been spotting the run soon enough.
They got it.
finally do, and the touch is too heavy. So we'll throw in for Rhodes. It's going to be a line change for the Lynx.
It's 4, 5.
Yep.
21, Jack Elliott. 3, Luke Grant.
I'm not super surprised to see Sohan Patel off because he's been running so hard for no
He'll be back
reward,
on.
but he'll get back on. 28 minutes, 29 minutes, I guess. We just clicked over. So.
I love that from the Rhodes players coming off the field and the coaching staff, and I think it's something that you don't see enough of in soccer. Right, an opportunity like that, guy's already upset with himself. Everybody knows he's going to be upset with himself, and I think soccer has a tendency to be very toxic at times. Guys like to get on you even more. They like to, and I don't know why it is in this sport, but people like to pick on those things that you're doing not great and make sure you know about them, even when you probably already know about him, right? And he's coming off the field. Coach is saying, you're good, you're good. Players coming off the field are upset with him for being so upset with himself. They're saying, it's coming, it's coming. You're in the right spot.
I think that's
what matters. And
I will say, I think one thing I like about D3 and one thing I like about a lot of the coaches that I've encountered is like it's very rare to see a coach that's not like that.
Yeah.
We've had a couple. We'll admit we've had a couple here, and Paul's intense, but not in that bad way.
No, he'll get mad at you for certain things, but that type of moment would not be one that he's
Because look, and we've talked about this before. I think we talked about this last year. We had a coach that did get on players, and we thought
there's been a few coaches this year who I
but
I mean, I want to be a coach. So.
You know when you've messed up.
Yeah.
Like, you know as a player that you did, you took a heavy touch, you made the wrong pass, your finishing wasn't very good. You know. You don't need a coach to yell at you and berate you, telling you that. You know. And so what you need a coach telling you is, like, when you're out of position.
Yep.
Or, when you've missed something. Like, you've missed, you haven't seen an option.
Give specifics, right? I think...
give me something constructive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think in that moment, if anything, if you're going to give him feedback, you wait till he's off the field. You go talk to him and you say, hey, if you're going to take that big of a touch, take it away from the keeper, right? Something like that. Then it changes it a lot.
We talk a lot about feedback anywhere, and like you want feedback to be actionable.
Yes, direct and actionable, but you also don't want it to be something that you already know.
Yeah.
And you're probably already telling yourself.
Yeah.
He's in his head right now.
I should have gone wide.
You don't want your players in their head. When people are in this sport especially, it's such a mind game. When you are in your own head, overthinking a certain moment over and over again, guarantee, if he's thinking about that and he gets the same chance again, it's not going to go the way he wants it. Because in his head, he is thinking about it too much.
Yep.
Versus, you got to tell him, you're in the right spot, you know what you're doing, it's coming.
Yeah, focus
whatever.
on the right thing.
Just you did it right, it got away from you that one time, it'll come.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's out of his mind. Next time it happens, he's a professional. He's got it.
Well,
he knows what he's doing.
Not a professional.
Well, no, but
but yeah, I mean, like this is what he spends so much of his time doing around this time of year.
Wow.
So that's a beautiful turn from Knutson. Just can't get away. You got to give it to Rhodes. When Knutson has the ball, he is swarmed.
I think it's when they get into that area, period. Anybody gets close and they're swarming. Here it is again, and Tice does well to take his snapshot before they start closing down on him. He takes it early.
Take the hit. And I'm just going over Rhodes. Look at Rhodes' record, 0-2-2, and you think, oh man, they're not that great, but they haven't really been out of any of these games. The only game that was really a blowout, Montclair State 4-1. That was in August, and it was on the road.
Yeah. It's a long time since then.
And like every other game, there's only been one other game that they lost by a multiple goal margin. That was last week to Barry.
Yeah.
But the second goal came in the 83rd minute. Like,
2-0 is not a...
Their record is a little harsh on them, is what I'm trying to say. So,
yeah, and they've been close in a lot of games.
They've been in every single game I think they've played, except for maybe those early. But look, the early games they played were John Hopkins and Montclair State. Like, these are two teams that are going to be there and thereabouts at the end of the year. So you look at their record and you go, this is they're not a great team, but That record is harsh on
Runners!
Rhodes because they've been in every game. It's going to go out for a throw for Rhodes.
Paxton higher! Paxton, come on!
Yeah.
Pax, in! Keeney's gotta be better than that!
Like Montclair State's 28th in the NPI right now, so ain't no shame in losing that one. We're going to stop the clock as the free kick comes for the Tigers. It's a yellow card coming as well. So that's now 4 for the Lynx. As Thomas Kay stays down. Don't think he's going to need some treatment.
I think another thing to add in terms of looking at this season and not thinking about it being a disappointment and talking about the record doesn't look great, but when you look at the results, it's very, very close, and they've been in these games, but in the end, it just hasn't gone their way. 19 out of 29 players are underclassmen. That's 65% of the team being underclassmen. And you've got, I'm looking here, it's 1, 2,
Bounce in, on your toes!
2 seniors.
Strong!
2 seniors. That's all you've got. Like that's
Yeah,
so you're
this
talking
is a
about
team for the future
eight
for
juniors
Rhodes.
and 2 seniors. That's your upperclassmen group? Like that.
Which I think is largely a story for Southwestern and the women as well that we're seeing. This ball lays off.
But then I think you look at the results and it changes all of a sudden. Like, okay, we're thereabouts. We're keeping it close in all these games. In the end, we don't have the experience to close out a game. We don't have the experience to get the result in the end. But we're getting there. By the time these guys are seniors, then now we have a group that's extremely experienced.
Like we've seen teams that have similar records to Rhodes, but it just like there's a difference between a 2-2 record. Beautiful challenge from Zach Anderson. That's going to be a corner. That's going to be a corner. Rhodes wanted a foul there. Would have only been a foul. Wouldn't have been a penalty. It was out of the box.
Well, I thought he got to the ball first.
Zach Anderson? Or Anderson or DeWitt?
Anderson.
Yeah, I thought Anderson got the ball first.
Yeah, I thought Anderson got to the ball.
I'm genuinely not sure what the frustration is from Rhodes because I thought it was clearly Anderson first. Comes out, shot comes, oh, it's taken a deflection! It's going to be another corner for Rhodes.
Just overhearing. They're upset. They think he gets the ball, but then he goes through him with studs high and a sliding challenge is what it sounds like.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the momentum takes him out, but maybe. It happens quickly.
Yeah.
Ball comes in, far post, Gongora comes, gets a piece of it, gets enough of it. It's going to be a throw and not a corner. That's a ball.
If you have a long throw, it's the same thing.
It's just hard.
Everybody's
It's hard
staying
to
in
get a
there.
long
I think
corner
it's
here.
a long throw.
It's going to be a long throw. Oh, we're stopping the clock. A player's...
Subs.
Oh, yeah, player is down. That might be Tom Kay. Just confusion about if it was a sub. It can't be a sub for Trinity. It could be one sub.
Yeah, for an injured player.
For the injured player.
Man, what a long game with all the stops.
Yeah, this game is just not going to end. We're still 22 minutes away. And they're making the poor trainer run the length of the field.
As far as he could possibly
go. This is the
go.
furthest possible place a player could be down for the trainer to go to. Having to run the length of the field.
Can we see who's down?
Hats off to Sports Medicine Associates, who they're the trainers that we have. They also did my hip surgery, and my physical therapy post hip surgery, I should say, is what they did. So, big fan.
It looks like a head injury, but
Kay was down earlier, but it's not Kay.
it's Arkady.
Arkady, yep. It does look like he was clutching his head.
I'm wondering if it's head, but like not not concussion worry. I'm wondering if he's got a
Migraine
gash.
or so? Oh, yeah, could be again. The Rhodes trainer comes running on now.
Yeah,
It does look like a gash because
there's
the glove's
blood.
going on.
Yeah.
He was asking for gloves.
Yeah, and they just the way they were looking at him, right? He was down on his knees. You know, normally when you've got a concussion, you've got somebody, you're standing up, you're doing stuff with your fingers, you're looking at them, you're trying to see their eyes, and he was down, head bent down. Yeah, he's got blood in his face.
Yep. Yeah, he's opened something up somehow.
Yep.
I missed that. Oh. Brandon Gongora got him in the head.
With his fist.
With his fist. That's what it looks like to me.
Wow.
That's what it looked like. It looked like Brandon. It looked like basically his own goalkeepers come in and hit him in the head.
Well, his other goalkeeper just dapped him up and got a handful of blood.
So yeah, yep, yeah. I think that's what's happened.
He's standing over there shaking his hand off.
He's got to wash those gloves now. Someone
There's
else's
his
blood
run.
on him.
Well, he didn't have the gloves on.
Oh, he's got to wash those hands.
Yeah. And Trinity try and raise their line here. This is important. You got to get up.
That's a beautiful control off the chest.
Great
From
ball.
Omri.
He's pushed him down.
Yeah. Called by the AR.
It's a bit unnecessary, too. Baltov's doing really well to get position there, but try and go around him.
Yeah, you got to go around.
If you're going to go through him,
It's a
you're going to
silly
get the
offensive
call.
foul. Next up for Trinity is Mary Hutton-Baylor on Wednesday.
On the weak side, not two, just you.
I think that's the men. No, it's the women. The women. No, the men. Yeah, the men are playing Mary Hutton-Baylor on Wednesday. The women are off on Wednesday. It's my wedding anniversary, so I won't be here, but you know.
I will be here.
You'll be here.
I will be leaving as soon as the game ends to go to my own practice, but I will be here.
You'll also be here for that practice. Well, not here,
Yeah.
but over there.
Yeah, I shot. I can
See it.
almost.
We
I
were
can see the
joking.
goal.
We were joking before a game that you were going to have to call it from the practice field because you had a training.
Yeah, when we had our scrimmage.
You had that scrimmage,
And I was running
saw
over,
you with your
covered
big
in
bag,
sweat.
just running
Yeah.
over.
That was a tough day because it was 2 games. So I was already drenched in sweat from my scrimmage, and they called 2 games, and I was just sitting in that all day.
Clock's still running. Rhodes are not happy that the clock's still running, but they're the ones making the late change, so that's on them. So I'm always like, if I'm the referee, I'm just like, well, you could have just not subbed.
Yeah, don't stop.
Just don't sub. That's it. You did that. You did that to yourself. You can't ask for the clock to stop because you're causing it. I think it was Trinity causing it as an argument.
Yeah.
But Rhodes, we saw that in the women's game. Rhodes wanted the clock stopped, and it was
So we've seen this before when Trinity have had center back issues. Chandler's not coming in, so now I'm additionally thinking, is he dealing with an injury rather than thinking, is this something to do with them wanting to rotate guys? Because I think at this point, with Urquidy going off, they'd say, okay, sorry, we told you it was your night off, but
yeah, but hey, we need you to get your shorts on, get your shirt on.
we've seen it before when both Chandler and Urquidy had cramps early in the season. But we've got 20 minutes left. Adam Knutson's your center back right now.
Yeah. Well, you know, now he's finally playing a position that is appropriate for his jersey number. About time. Number 2 playing up front, outrage.
But he's a player who's able to do it.
Yeah, I think he played there
He's a
when he was
physical player.
younger as well.
Physical player, good out of the air. You see him go into a lot of tackles, and he's got a very good ball IQ.
So, you know, yeah, I think in high school he played a bit of central defense, and he was an All-American in high school, so
In the wall!
he did a lot.
Twice. He was
Yeah, twice an
All-American
All-American in high school.
which is not many people are All-American twice. I forget what exactly the statistic he told me about it was, but
Oh, it's a beautiful free kick. It's a little too close to the keeper if you're nitpicking. Oh, he gave the crowd a shush to the goalkeeper. I don't know. I know some of the people that are in that crowd, and they do not need much encouragement.
no,
So
no.
I wouldn't be shocked if some of them have
Trinity
this
student section
stream on
is,
right now. So a shout out to the crowd behind the goal.
At least it's not a playoff game. I'll tell you, in those playoff games, the Trinity student section
is rowdy. We had an incident here. I think you were still in
Colorado
the men's
College
team.
game.
Wasn't Colorado College. There was an NCAA game a few years ago. I think you were still on the men's team then. It was a women's NCAA game.
Oh.
There was a penalty shootout.
Yes.
And the student section went out on the street.
I was at that game, yeah.
And the away coach was fuming. And there were officials, there were police sent over. Trinity did everything they could. But at the end of the day, the street's the street and is not the venue. And so there wasn't much anybody could do. They had the right to be, to be on the sidewalk. So
I thought you were...
there was that Colorado College game, though. That one was intense.
Where a fan... It was 0-0. The game ended 0-0. But a fan... it was, there's not much space between the sideline over there and the bleachers. And a fan pushed a Colorado College player in the back. And both benches cleared. And I was right there. I was sitting 2 feet away, and I was like, I think I'm going to leave.
Last one I had was a Super Y championship game at IMG in Florida.
Okay.
Back when I was working at USL HQ, and it was a brawl. It was a brawl after the game. I think it went to a shootout. It involved. That was such a good ball looking for Pyramid. It involved both benches, all the coaches. It involved the benches, the coaches of one of the teams, the parents of one of the teams.
Wow.
That team got banned from Super Y. Which I don't think we even call it Super Y anymore. I think it's USL Academy is what we call it now.
Adam Knutson doing really well here in his center back shift.
Oh, Perryman skids him, gets past two. Keeper's going to come. Good work. Good work from Kettner to gather that ball. But wow, the skills from Joey Perryman.
Come on, head up!
I'm certain the crowd behind the goal was yelling Olay.
Staccato!
Oh, well done, Luke Mayfield, and he's pushed down, I thought.
Well, referee disagrees. Appeal for a handball. Trinity had one appeal.
Great effort.
Oh, that was a decent ball. It just dips too late, but really good shot. I think Gongora would have covered it if it dipped when it needed to, but still. And now the changes, basically the line change that came off is coming back on. So it really is exactly like hockey with a line change. Another player down for Trinity. We're going to stop the clock. 15 minutes to play. Another Trinity player down. This is the challenge of playing a man down. Just some confusion on the bench.
I don't think Trinity's used enough subs considering they're down.
Considering they're down a man, yeah, I think they should have been going to their bench far more.
And I think part of the thinking for McGinley is, this is a close game.
There's some confusion actually about how many players are on the field for both teams. The AR was just counting. And now I'm going to count because now I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think, it's
9,
a
10.
close.
It's 11. It's 11. They're fine.
It's a close game, and you're down a man. You want to have guys that you have trust,
especially, and you want to have guys fresh now.
Yeah.
And they just haven't really been.
Well, I think what I'm saying is why McGinley might not sub.
Is because he wants to have the guys
he trusts in this moment.
Yeah, but there's bench players that you trust.
Exactly. That's what, and he's talked about that. And so I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, he does talk a lot about it being a squad game and not a.
Yeah, and this year and last year more so than previous years, talking about how much there's so much depth and that they are very close as a team and that anybody, any given day can make an impact. And I think right now is a time where you really need your subs.
Instructions coming there from Matt Kirk late on. Reliably informed is good on TikTok.
From the Tigers, Julian Lopez.
It's what the
Who's good on TikTok?
Matt.
Huh?
Apparently.
Assistant coach Matt.
Assistant coach Matt.
Interesting.
Allegedly good at TikTok is what I've heard. I didn't even know he had a TikTok, and maybe he doesn't, and maybe that's the joke. That's a quick throw. I like seeing. That's
What a
all ball.
tackle,
That's a
yeah.
beautiful ball. Beautiful bit of work. It was all ball. Didn't really do anything, but it was impressive.
No, I think his teammates need to be on that more, though.
Yeah. I've been frustrated the Rhodes haven't been playing quicker with the man advantage, and now they finally are. So, also look, it's still 1-0. It's still a 1-goal game.
To be fair to the referee, I think he's got that control back.
He has really.
I said you
taken
needed the control and the
back.
consistency back in this game, and I think he's got it. And
Oh,
that means
that's
that
great work from
I'm no longer
Mayfield.
worried about this
Offside.
game.
Right away, Henry!
Yeah, I still think there's a chance at 1-0 in a game that's been chippy, but I
think he's done what he needs to do to ensure that doesn't happen now, right?
Yeah.
I think if he loses it now, it's more of
I'd be
a
surprised at
moment
this point.
thing versus
Yeah.
he's done it. I think oftentimes you talk about a referee losing control of the game, it's because over the course of the game they lost control. I think at this point it would be he'd have to lose control in the moment.
Irony is, I think what really made it so he had control was that moment when Rhodes were really annoyed about that challenge from Anderson, and he just kind of laid it down like this is what it
Yeah.
is. And
Nobody covered for Anderson there. He was out of position down on the ground and nobody filled. And it was not a player you want to leave open at the back post either. Zach Cardona was away there.
cleared away. I think this is going to kind of be the order for the last 14 minutes. Is Trinity just getting
Trying
rid
to
of it?
survive
Oh,
past
he's
the
got
yellow
him.
card at the
He's
very
absolutely
least.
got him. This could be trouble. Yeah, yellow card for Perryman. There's almost a look on the referee's face of like, come on, man. Don't make me do this. So Perryman's complaint is that there was a bit of a shirt pull there, and like,
I don't know how
maybe,
much
but
of
it's
that
hard
there
to
was.
see. Like, but that doesn't excuse you doing this.
Yeah, that's
Like, I don't care how much of your shirt he got. You can't do that.
yeah.
Like, chipped over the top. Good work from Gagoro. One of the things Gagoro does really well is he commands his whole area. And I think that there's a lot of trust from Trinity's defense.
Yeah.
You know, they know, like, okay, if he's coming out, he means it.
Up and in, Suko! Up and in!
High ball.
Nobody challenging for Trinity.
Come on, buddy.
They win the second ball though.
Yeah, I don't hate it. If you win that second ball, I don't hate the lack of a challenge there. Headed back.
done.
Well, good work.
And now they've
defensively.
got space.
And now that quick ball out. And so now you've got to watch the runners now for Rhodes. Really good work there from Mayfield. Cleared away by Gongora. Did
Nobody's
enough
there.
to stay off it. Novello over the top, headed away by Knutson or Anderson. Dugan put the pressure on, forced him to go back. Rhodes on the ball. Played in the middle for Vianney. Vianney plays it out wide rights. Questioned by Rhodes.
I'm surprised Trinity are still leaving one player
Decent
as high
hit
as
line
they
there.
are. I know that you want the outlet,
But it
but
doesn't need to be all the way up.
yeah, and they leave one player forward when they're in their normal shape, and now you're up one goal with 12 minutes left, down a man. So you've got 9
stopping the
players
clock
back
again.
defending only. So it's almost like you've got 2 players up at midfield.
And so another discussion with the AR. This game has been a phenomenal argument for the RefCom system.
Oh yeah.
I know referees that have done it with
Okay,
like a Bluetooth earpiece on
Wow.
the phone. That's beautiful work. I think I was Novello. Laid off. It's a decent effort. It's just wide from legs. Oh, it's a good ball. It's exactly what you want if you're Rhodes.
Yeah, and it's the first year of Vincent Stevens again. He's had his chances.
He's had his chances.
been
He's
in the
been
right
around.
places at the
Yeah.
right time on countless occasions. That's what his teammates got to be reminding of right now. He's doing the right things. There's a reason he's starting this game. There's a reason he's playing as much as he is.
Yeah, look, I mean, he's a first year. He's started all 11 games, you know? Like, But he's still a first year. Those are his only 11 college
Yeah, and
start
I'll add to that,
appearances.
he's listed as a midfielder, and he's been playing as a second 9 this entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been playing with two 9s at the very least, and he has been one of them consistently. Dugan's down behind the play in a heap.
Yeah, he let out a scream as he went down to blocked. Dugan gets back up. He's limping though.
The chances are there
His way
for
back. Blocked.
Rhodes on the cutbacks. It's happened multiple times.
Shot comes blocked again. Dugan now got back into position, but he only headed it to Rhodes. That's what they needed, Trinity. They've cleared it away. And now Joey Perryman.
He's got to hold it. He's got to slow it. He can't give it away. That's perfect.
That was exactly what he needed to do. Now the support's coming.
Yep. It gives his team the
that's
time
perfect.
to raise.
Exactly
and
what
now,
he needed to do.
yeah, Rhodes now are going to have to break Trinity down again. They're going to have to force Trinity's back line to drop that deep again. Trinity have struggled over the past few minutes when their back line has gotten that deep. But when it's been up here, there hasn't been issues. So if you're Trinity, keep the ball in this half as much as you can right now, and don't let yourselves get pinned back again. Because just then, when you were pinned back,
Yeah, it was a lot of
you
trouble.
couldn't get it out. And there were multiple shots on the edge of the box that, had it not been for heroic blocks by defenders,
And I think sometimes attacking players getting in the way.
yeah, Gangor is
Yeah.
going to be asked questions.
Yep. Of course, the statistical win right now goes to Jaden Shell because the goal was scored in the first half.
Runners! Runners! Late runner, 5!
Ball comes, far post, headed across the face. Oh, he couldn't get it down.
He headed it too early, or he jumped too early.
I think, is more the issue there.
That was it. That was the moment for Trinity to put it
Stopping
away.
the clock, players down. We still have 8.5 minutes to go. This game.
When did this game start?
It started at 8.
Wow.
Yeah, this has been a long game.
Almost. I mean, it'll go over the full 2 hours.
It's gonna be probably 2 hours and 15 minutes by the time we get this game finished. This is American football levels of stoppages at this point. This is just getting frustrating. Because a lot of these stoppages didn't need to happen. A lot of these stoppages you could have just had a chat.
Refcom.
Could have had Refcom, or just, hey everybody, put your phone in your pocket and have a Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Anything. Because, stopping the game to run over and have a chat. I get that one of them was really useful. One of them was the red card. But, the rest of them have just been, such minor things. Who cares?
Especially the clock.
The clock. We wasted more time
where-
to talk about the clock when we could have just got on with the game.
Rhodes coaching staff was more upset that we took the time to have that conversation.
Then they would have
Then
got
they-
time back on the
yeah.
clock. Yeah, it was just such a, I mean, I know for Rhodes obviously do not have a flight to catch tonight because they're playing in Georgetown on Sunday. But they probably want to get to Austin tonight. I get it. You want to be at Austin on a Friday night. This is exactly what you didn't want to happen for Trinity. That's beautiful. Wins the goal kick.
He celebrates it as well.
I mean, you should.
Yeah, I mean,
If American football players can celebrate when they do any minor part of their job, defensive people should celebrate when they get a goal kick like that.
I'll tell you. When I was playing a club soccer game, though, when I was younger, I did a similar thing. I was 1v1 with a guy. I won the ball off of him, and then I cleared it off of him out for a goal kick, and I celebrated. And some parent from the other sideline started chirping at me for celebrating. What'd you do? What'd you do? I'm like,
It's as good as a goal, mate. It's as good as a goal, mate.
My thing was, I was like, why are you talking to me? You're like a 40-year-old parent. I'm playing in this game. I'm 16 years old.
Yeah, who chirps at a player at club youth soccer?
Oh, man.
Oh, that was a big whistle. This might be another yellow. Clock stopped again, of course. That's a red. That's a
Back
red. He's
pocket.
going to his back pocket. That's a red. That's going to be a red.
And we're 10-10.
It's 10 on 10, so Rhodes' chances may have just gone. Piers Miller, it would have been a second yellow anyway. To be clear, it's a straight red is what's been awarded.
And it's the right decision.
I don't know if it's well, yeah, I guess because he's clean through on goal.
He's clean through.
It's
It's dog so.
But
He wins the ball at first, too.
yeah,
He wins the ball at first, but
He
it
doesn't
comes
need to
back
do
off
that.
of the Trinity player. He's in then.
it would have been a
it's dog
second.
so, yeah.
It would have been a second yellow anyway. But to be clear, the decision is a straight red card. So it's 10 on 10 now. I did say it that I didn't think we'd
Yeah.
end 11 on 10, and here we are, 10 on 10.
10 on 10.
Which I think may put to bed Rhodes
We'll see.
getting back into this. But Trinity have been
I don't know.
on their feet a bit.
The last few minutes have
Yeah,
been
Rhodes have
rough.
looked good.
If Rhodes don't let their heads drop right now.
Yeah, I think Rhodes have
that's
to.
the important
Look,
thing.
if you're Rhodes, you just say,
It's the
"Hey,
same
look,
thing.
now it's 10 on 10. We're not even a man down."
It's the same as it was before.
Yep.
You need a goal. That's it.
They seem to have put the shortest guys on the team in this wall. Oh, it's a great free kick. It's right to the keeper, though.
I think that's always a question I have is do you put your short guys in the wall or do you put your tall guys in the wall, especially in a situation like that where it's like, could it get crossed to the back post? It could. So do you want your tall guys marking for the headers or do you want them in the wall? I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a genuine question.
That's why I'm sitting here and not on the coaching bench.
Well, I want to be on the coaching bench, so I kind of need to figure that out.
But you know, you got time for that. You got the certs. You know, when you do your UEFA Pro
Yeah, yeah.
license, you'll know that.
Oh, what a ball. He's onside.
He's on. That's that man. Sohan Patel.
He gets the shot off.
Oh, good work from Gongora. Had to come quick. Gets the ball. Covers it up. Does well.
So frustrated as well. And I can't blame him. He's done the hard work there.
And now we're starting to see Trinity now start looking at subs. Clayton Holmes getting ready to come on.
Which is an interesting one. I think early in the season he was one of those guys who wasn't seeing a lot of it. Would come in for late in the game situations when the game's over. And this is 2 halves in a row he's coming in at the end of the half. So I think he's earned himself a bit of a spot here.
Yeah, I mean,
in the team.
he's played 6 games this year. He's usually got around 10 minutes in each game. Typically, he's closed them out. But he grew up watching games at Paul McGinley Field. You know, he's
I
from
think
the area.
my thing is when you look at previous games when he has come in, it's been very, very different than this game.
Also in for Trinity, Alex Baltov.
Alex Baltov coming in, I think, for Romeo Carino is the call. It's 1-0, so clock stopped.
There are specific instructions there. I couldn't catch him about what Clayton Holmes' role is going to be. It's something specific, and it's something not
Not typical for
how Trinity play. Exactly.
Yeah, he's ostensibly a midfielder. That's where his list is.
Yeah.
But he's playing more as a winger, I think. Maybe
Yep.
even going to play that number 9. We'll
Yep.
see.
And I think typically he is best on the outside. Like when I think about this Trinity system and where I would play him, I don't think any of the center midfield positions are his spot. He would be a wing back. And I'm wondering if they're saying you're going to play the 9, but we don't need a 9 right now to go to goal.
Yeah.
We need a 9 who's going to drift wide. So wherever wide is, you are drifting wide, and you're taking it to the corner, and then you're going to keep it, or whatever it looks like.
Throw in for the Tigers. Yeah, I mean, now the clock, right? Like, that's essentially what Trinity's playing. It's 5 minutes to go. The clock is 100% Trinity's friend right now. Goes over the top. Headed away by Rhodes. Header won by Trinity. Rhodes now. Back with Rhodes. There's a good turn there from Stevens. Stevens wins the foul. They're going to play quick. Trinity stand over the ball. Tells them to go away. Oh, yeah, we saw Rhodes earn a yellow, and I said it's a silly yellow, but at this stage of the game, It's
I
less
think at
silly.
this stage in the game is when
Is when
the
you take
referee.
that.
Yeah. The Rhodes one was a bit different too because
It was
he
physical.
actually blocked it and he slid in almost to do so.
And there he is, Clayton Holmes. You're right. They have asked him to kind of play out wide,
Yep.
but as the 9 wide. So now Novello. Novello's going to need some support. The support was there, but it was all the wrong side. They needed the support on the right, and everybody was on the left, and he just could not turn. Trinity weren't going to let him turn. Yeah, he is playing that 9.
And they're also going to ask him to press nonstop.
Yeah.
He just to hustle.
Well, look, he's only got to play 7 minutes, really.
Yep.
So
whenever the ball
Run
is
hard.
anywhere near him, he's going hard.
lays it off. And now it's going to go long. It's going to take some time to adjust everything.
3.5 minutes. What an interesting game it's been.
Yeah, it's been, I think, different from how we expected. An early yellow dealer. That's beautiful control from Holmes. Now goes wide left. They're going to try and play it into the corner, surely. Tiger's back on it. Holmes gets there, lays it
Well
off. That's a
done.
beautiful pass from Holmes for Dugan. Dugan tries to play it calmly. It's a Rhodes throw. 2:47. Rhodes throw it in. There's plenty of time. 3 minutes.
Coach McGinley is literally just yelling at Clayton the whole time about exactly where he wants him to be. Just making him run. Just making him run. Run, run. Here, here, here.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's a different role from what Trinity plays, so it's probably not a role he's trained.
No.
Not a role they've coached him to play either, so...
No, but if he's getting put in this role, it's got to be for some reason of being very fit and very
Way off.
fast.
Yeah, I mean, he has played... He did play up front at times for Alamo Heights.
Yeah.
Which is like a suburb of San Antonio.
I think his best abilities are agility and quickness and speed and dribbling, right? Which to me, I've always thought like he's a wide player for sure. But in this type of game, you can put I would say you put a wide player at 9 because of the speed and their ability to press, and you can let everybody else not have to worry about any of that because your winger will do all of that for you.
Sent long by Rhodes. They really needed to win that header. That's a good header. Back to Gongora. He's going to take his time. Wins the ball.
Get him out!
Call from the benches, get him out, run forward. Gongora's going to use all 6 seconds.
It's a great punt from him as well.
Yeah, look, you're just looking for distance on these now. Lay it off back to the keeper. Played in, ended up falling really well for Haraway. Tigers just maybe panicking a little bit at times there. 2 players going
Holmes
for the
is
same
onside.
ball. It's a beautiful ball. As we hit the final minute, Holmes flicks it on.
Whoa.
Flicked back.
Yep.
Yeah, high boot. It's an indirect free kick.
They're in.
Call for Rhodes is to just send it up.
45 seconds.
Everybody needs to be forward for Rhodes. There is no reason to have anybody back at this point in the game. Goes long, 38 seconds to go.
The Trinity-
Everybody forward for Rhodes.
Trinity coaching staff was not happy about where they took that free kick.
How they took it from
Anderson
behind.
got hit late. Holmes
He's
is
offside.
Yeah, and he'll get the yellow card.
He's going to get a yellow. That could be a yellow both ways.
I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if that was part of his instructions.
We'll kick the ball away.
Go get a yellow card for wasting time.
So yellow card there for Clayton Holmes. First yellow card of his career.
Yeah, give the yellow card for the
Clayton
push or
Holmes.
no? Did we get a yellow card? I think it was Sosa for the push or no?
I don't think there was a yellow card for Sosa. I think it was just a yellow card for Holmes.
I think Holmes went down pretty easy there.
He
to be
did go down
honest.
very easily, which I think, again, might have been an instruction. Ball sent long. Everybody in the box. There are 21 players in that box.
He was there.
Gongora lets it go. The call from the Trinity bench is kicking the ball away. That's silly. Trinity will just let the clock run out. That was ridiculous. You're losing 1-0. I get that there's only 15 seconds on the clock, but now Trinity don't have to take that goal kick because you've kicked the ball halfway up the field in frustration of missing a shot.
He's just got to get a touch there, though.
Yeah, and it's 1-1.
Really, I mean, I don't know if he thinks it's not going to get to him or what. And it's a tight angle in the end. I think
it's a tight angle. It would have been a difficult chance.
He gets a touch there, and Gongora is going to be right there. He's going to be right there.
But you could at least
get the
shot.
Touch.
Yeah, you got to get the shot. You got to touch it.
He knows it. And he had a few chances, and he'll be frustrated. But he's a first year, and there's room to grow.
That's going to dent Rhodes' chances of making the playoffs. Like, let's be honest. Now they've got to win. They've got to win out. They've got to win these next 2 games, and their next game is against the other undefeated team in the conference, Southwestern. Next up for Trinity, it's Mary Hutton Baylor. No, it's a Sunday against Millsaps. Then it's Mary Hutton Baylor on Wednesday. So Sunday, Millsaps here. That's going to be another doubleheader. But yeah, 2 phenomenal games we had today. Hats off to Rhodes. They've really played well in both men's and women's. Again, statistically, you look at that, Trinity certainly the better side, but Rhodes made it a heck of a game.
Yeah.
But that's it here. 1-0 again, just like the women's game. 1-0 win for Trinity. From all of us here at Tiger Network, I've been Chris Hockman. With me has been Scott Lebo. Thank you for joining us. We will see you on Sunday.
Every morning, we rise, ready to meet our human potential, to take that next incremental step, to do the hard work that changes. Set in our preparedness and confidence in that moment when you know, I've got this. And then we rise. Each of us, all of us. We rise as passions coalesce in research, art, athletics, and beyond. We rise to the challenge of inquiry and discovery through undergraduate research and hands-on learning. We rise through the personal attention of a small college, fueled by large university resources. We rise to the need for listening across differences, teaching the art and the act of conversation. We rise to the sounds of a vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich city, and we reflect it. At Trinity University, we recognize that you are here because you are ready to rise. And through a love of learning and a life of learning, we will challenge you to always reach beyond the horizon. Because your future awaits.
So I got to figure out how the fuck I'm going to get a month off work. I'm doing it.
That's amazing.
Like, I'll quit if I have.
You're going to be up in Dallas?
I'm going to be in LA. Because that's where Fox is going to be based. I might get to games in Dallas.
Hit me up.
I'll hit you up. But I imagine that
Text drafted to you,
I'll be able to go
but
to
if I see you,
games
you're right here. So
Because
next weekend. So I didn't think we were going to make it, but we
In
made
the Southern
the
Athletic
playoffs.
Association,
So-
success starts with purpose, grounded in research.
And then depends on the draw.
Our student athletes thrive in classrooms supported by elite institutions.
We're trying to be part
Curiosity.
We were supposed to play Argentina
On
next month,
Saturday,
and now we're playing
I'll be back for the
Venezuela.
men's game.
Because we're like, we've got to be
Women's game,
we gotta
I'll
be
be there for Saturday.
Greatness isn't occasional, it's expected. But what truly sets us apart is our culture. Belief in education through athletics. A standard that's as high as the goals we set and exceed. Excellence in the classroom, greatness on the field. Unmatched standards in Division III. This is the Southern Athletic Association. This is Unmatched D3.